people around you started behaving differently before you noticed you had changed. That's not a coincidence. That's a sequence. The first thing that shifts isn't your mood. It's their tactics. When you stop reacting, not suppressing, not pretending, genuinely stop. The people who relied on your reactions don't adapt. They escalate. A raised voice gets louder. A guilt trip gets more specific. The accusations become more personal, more precise, because somewhere they registered that the old frequency stopped working, and they are searching, almost mechanically, for the one that still does. You'll watch someone cycle through 5 different versions of the same manipulation in under 3 minutes, not because they're malicious, because they're recalibrating. What you're witnessing is the architecture of the dynamic made visible. It was always there. The reaction just made it invisible. Most people assume emotional detachment makes you harder to read. It makes you easier. When you stop reacting, you stop broadcasting interference. Everything you actually think becomes cleaner, quieter, more apparent to anyone paying attention. The people who knew you as reactive will find you suddenly legible in a way that unsettles them. They'll say you've become cold. What they mean is, they can no longer predict you using the old methods, and they haven't found new ones yet. Those are not the same complaint. They only sound identical. The last thing, somewhere in the first few weeks of this, you will have a moment, specific, unremarkable looking from the outside, where someone says something that would have taken 3 days from you before, and you'll feel it land. You will register the weight of it, and then you'll watch it not move you. Not because you stopped caring, because you stopped mistaking movement for feeling. That distinction is the one most people never locate. They confuse reaction with depth. They've been told their whole lives that intensity means sincerity. So when the intensity quiets, they panic, convince themselves they've lost something. What they've actually lost is the performance that surrounded the feeling. The feeling is still there. It's just no longer in charge. Think of the last person who told you that you'd changed, and think of exactly when they said it, what had just happened in the room. Notice what they needed from you in that moment.